Good morning students, welcome to today's class. So we have been discussing about chapter 6 rounding off estimation, and we were doing exercise 6C. So there were homeworks, so let's discuss the homework answers first. Third question, estimate the product. In that D, the answer is 15,000, and F, the answer is 50,000. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Fifth one, a cassette cost rupees 37. Approximately how much will 21 cassettes cost? So here a word problems based on rounding of numbers is given. So a cassette, cost of one cassette, it is given rupees 37. You have to find how much 21 cassettes will cost. Okay, that you need to find. And here you have to notice one thing, approximately. Okay, if this term is there means approximately how much will 21 cassettes cost. If it is given like this in the question, you have to first round off the numbers, then you need to find the answer. Okay, so here cost of one cassette is given and you need to find the cost of 21 cassettes. So here what will you do? Here you will do multiplication, but before doing multiplication you have to round off the numbers 37 and 21. Okay, you can round off the numbers to their greatest place value, and you know what is greatest place value. Okay, so let's see. Round off 37 and 21 to the nearest tens. Okay, why we are rounding off 37 and 21 to nearest tens? Because the greatest place value of 37 we can find by counting ones place, tens place. So we can count up to tens place. So greatest place value of 37, it is tens. Okay, again 21 ones place, tens place. So we can count up to tens place. So greatest place value here it is tens. Okay, so both numbers we can round off to the nearest tens. So 37 on rounding off to nearest tens, what you will get? It is 40. Okay, you know how to round off to nearest tens. Okay, so 37 will be rounded off to 40 and 21 to its nearest 10, it is 20. Okay, now here you need to find the cost of 21 cassettes given the cost of one cassette. So you need to do the multiplication. So 40 into 20, you know, 4 into 2, 8, and here 2 zeros are there, so the answer will be 800. So the cost of 21 cassettes will be rupees 800. This is the answer. Okay. Now next question, sixth one. Rohan had rupees 9,846. He bought a VCD player for rupees 6,248. Find about how much money Rohan is left with. So here total money with Rohan, it is given rupees 9,846, and with he bought a VCD player for rupees 6,248. So how much money is left with the Rohan after buying the VCD player? How much money is left with him? That you need to find. So here you need to subtract. Okay, so total money, from this total amount you need to subtract this amount. But here it is given find about how much. So here the word about. Okay, this means you need to round off the given numbers. Okay, in the first question it is approximately. That means you have to round off. Second, it is about. Okay, find about how much money Rohan is left with. So you need to first round off the numbers to the greatest place value, and then you need to find the answer. That is, here you need to do the subtraction. Okay, so answer, round off 9,846 and 6,248 to the nearest thousands. Okay, greatest place value here it is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, now in this number ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So both numbers greatest place value it is thousands. Okay, so round off 9846 and 6248 to the nearest thousand. What you will get? 9846 to the nearest thousand it is 10,000. Okay, next 6248 to the nearest thousand it will be 6,000. Okay, you know how to round off number to their nearest thousand. You have to see the digit at hundreds place. Okay, if it is greater than 5, add 1 to the thousands place digit, and the remaining hundreds, tens and ones place will become zeros. And here if it is less than 5, then replace hundreds, tens and ones place digit by 0. No change will be there for thousands place digit. So your answer will be 10,000 minus 6,000. You need to subtract here. Okay, in the question you need to find how much money Rohan is left with. So you need to do the subtraction. So you will get 4,000. 4,000 as answer. So the amount left with Rohan it is rupees 4,000. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. Seventh question. Two water tanks contain 3,415.73 liters and 2,756.45 liters of water respectively. Find the total amount of water contained in the two water tanks and round it off to the nearest liter and kiloliter. So what is given in the question? Two water tanks are there. So first water tank contain 3,415.73 liters of water and the second water tank contain 2,756.45 liters of water. Okay, you need to find the total amount of water contained in the two water tanks and then round it off to the nearest liter and kiloliter. Okay, so in this chapter you are not studying about a rounding of decimals. Okay, so instead of 3,415.73 you can take a 3,415. Okay, you can just write 3,415 liters. Then instead of 2,756.45 liters you can write 2,756. Okay, now how can you find the total amount of water contained in the two water tanks? So that you can find by adding. Okay, so the total water amount of water contained in the two water tanks equal to 3,415 liter plus 2,756 liter. Okay, no need to take the decimal places. So adding what you will get 6,171 liter. Okay, on adding these two you will get this. Okay, now after that you it is given in the question, round it off to the nearest liter and kiloliter. So 6,171 liter you have to round off. So you can round off this to its nearest thousand. Okay, since greatest place value of 6,171 it is 1000. Okay, that is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So you can round off 6,171 liter to its nearest thousands. So you will get 6,000. Okay, 6,171 is rounded off to its nearest thousand. So you will get 6,000 liter. Now you know that 6,000 liter is how many kiloliter? It is 6 kiloliter. That is 1 kiloliter equal to 1000 liter. Then what will be 6,000 liter? It will be 6 kiloliter. So our chapter 6 rounding off estimation is over. So next Friday you will have a TP on this chapter. So study well and prepare well for the TP. Okay. So next chapter, chapter 7, unitary method. Okay. So unitary method means finding the value or cost of one article first and then finding the value or cost of number of articles. This method is called unitary method. Okay, that is, first we are finding the value or cost of one article, then we are finding the cost or value of number of articles. This method is called unitary method. You will come to know about this method more while doing problems. Exercise 7A, first question. A factory manufactures 1200 scooters in 16 days. How many scooters does it manufacture in one day? So, in 16 days, a factory manufactures 1200 scooters. Okay. So, in one day, how many scooters does it will manufacture? That you need to find. So, let us take another simple example of this type. So, imagine you have rupees 20, okay, with you. So, for 20 rupees, you can buy 5 pens, okay. So, what will be the cost of one pen? How can you find the cost of one pen? So, you can find that, you know this, you can find that by dividing 20 by 5. That is rupees 4. Okay, cost of one pen will be rupees 4. So, what will be the cost of 5 pens? 5 into 4, you will get 20. Okay, so the same method we are using here. That is, in 16 days, a factory manufactures 1200 scooters. So, in one day, how many scooters it will manufacture? That we can find by dividing 1200 by 16. Okay, so number of scooters manufactured in 16 days, it is 1200. Therefore, the number of scooters it manufactures in one day you can find by dividing 1200 by 16. Okay, on dividing you will get 75. So, the answer is 75. Okay, in one day it will manufacture 75 scooters. Therefore, in 16 days it will be 1200. Okay. Second question. A cycle factory produces 2500 cycles in 20 days. Okay. How many cycles will it produce in a month? Given 1 month equal to 30 days. Okay. So, in the question it is given in 20 days a cycle factory produces 2500 cycles. So, you need to find here how many cycles it produces in a month. That is, how many cycles will it produce in 30 days. So, here you are applying unitary method. That is, from this information, that is, in 20 days that factory produces 2500 cycles. So, from this you are finding how number of cycles it produces in one day. Okay. So, how can you find? Number of cycles produced in 20 days is given 2500. So, number of cycles it produces in one day. How can you find that? As we did in the previous problem, 2500 division 20. Okay, on dividing 2500 by 20, you will get a number of cycles produced in one day. Okay. So, you will get 125. Okay, so in one day, 125 cycles are produced. Therefore, number of cycles it produces in a month, that is 30 days. How can you find? In one day, it is producing 125 cycles. So, in 30 days, how many cycles it produces? You can find that by multiplying 125 into 30. Okay, here we are doing division and here it is multiplication. Okay, so you will get 3700 50. So in 30 days it will produce 3750 cycles. Okay, so you have to notice one thing here. Here in the question it is given in 20 days it will produce us 2500 cycles. So first we are finding how many cycles it produces in one day. That is less number. It will be less than 2500 because in 20 days if it produces 2500, so in one day definitely it will be less than 2500. So we are doing division here. Okay, so 2500 division 20, you will get 125. Okay, now number of cycles it produces in a month, that we are finding. That is, it will be in a month means 30 days. So here we are multiplying. Okay, it will be more than 2500 or it will be more than 125. Okay, so we are doing multiplication. If it is more case means we are multiplying. If it is less case means we will divide. Okay, so 125 into 30, you will get 3750. Now today's homework, exercise 7A, third question. Do this as homework. So this much for this class. Thank you.